I'm Stephanie, and this is Snowdome of the Day. I tell you what, I was so excited when I was digging through tubs of snowdomes, and I found this one. It's a three-legged traditional snowdome, and it has a sticker on the front that says, Omaha, Nebraska. That's where I live. It was so exciting to realize that we had this souvenir of the place where we live. And then I looked inside and I got a little bit worried. Do you see what I see? I see a cactus. I think it's a saguaro. We do not have saguaro cacti here. Well, unless they're indoors and very, very carefully nurtured. Do you see what else? I was hoping it was a unicorn, but it's a horse. And it's not Herbie Husker that's riding it. It appears to be an indigenous person. There are indigenous people still living in Omaha, which is a name of our city that's taken from the name of the indigenous people who lived here before the city had a name. And Omaha may or may not mean the people who live upstream. Whether or not this is a reference to Kansas City, I do not know. But this is not a scene that we see in Omaha. So it's with mixed feelings that I look at this dome. I'm still excited that somebody wanted a souvenir from the place where I live. But it also makes me think about the assumptions that people bring when they come to visit us. We tell stories here of people who've come from perhaps the East Coast and who drive here with their windows rolled up because they're afraid that they'll be shot by a cowboy or an Indian. You know, whether those stories are real or not, it's an assumption that some of us in the Midwest make about people on the coast, feelings about what it is to be in the Midwest. Either way, we all carry, I think, assumptions based on mythology about one another. And a question that this dome evokes for me is, ooh, wow. What stereotypes do I participate in as I travel or as imagine people in other places? And what stereotypes can I help to break about the place where I live? We are a city that is upstream. We are also downstream. We are a city of great diversity, a diversity that we don't always discuss and that sometimes I think we try to hide. So a question for us who live in Omaha is, how might we learn more about our diversity, celebrate and acknowledge, claim that diversity? And for those of us who live on this globe, how might we learn about, acknowledge, celebrate the diversity of people, and learn not to tell stories for one another, but to listen to each other's stories so we can learn more about each other and learn more about what kind of vegetation really is growing where it is that our friends live. In my case, there's a lot of bur oaks in my backyard. They might not be quite as scenic in a snowdome, but if I ever make one of my backyard, I'll put a bur oak there. I'm glad to know you, even if I don't know you, and I'm glad that we're in this together. I give thanks for the diversity of our faith, the diversity of our fellowship, and the knowledge that God goes with us each day.